They also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death. And that's a big statement, man. And is as death. That means no matter how he comes to you and your people, better believe some lives are going to be lost. Guarantee you, when the so-called white man comes into your land, guarantee you lives are going to be lost. All right? Guarantee you, man. There's no doubt in my mind that it won't happen. All right? It's gonna surely happen, man. All right, it's definitely gonna happen. Look at the record. All right, look at the history of the so-called white man. All right. Did not he touch down in this land? And look what happened to us. So many Gadites didn't perish from his chemical warfare and being ambushed. So many so-called Mexicans have been murdered. So many so-called Dominicans have been murdered. Right? So many so-called Guatemalans and Panamanians, so-called Peruvians, so-called Brazilians, so-called Chileans, so-called Hondurans, so-called Tainos, and Arawaks. So many Seminoles. Okay? So the proof is there, man. The evidence is there. These are facts. You can't dispute facts. You may come up, you may try to dispute it, but in the end you'll lose. To someone that have knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All right. It's like a court case. All right. When you have a court case, right? When they call it a slam dunk case, it's when you have a case where you have every single proof of evidence that you need, and there's no way that this case should not receive justice. Which we know what justice is, how it looks in the so-called U.S. All right, justice for our people is you'll never get it. All right. But the point I'm making is when we judge, when the Most High Father and the Son judge you, and also when we judge you, you gotta remember that the saints are going to judge the world, man. All right, us Israelites are the saints. We're going to judge you, man. We're going to have every piece of evidence that we need against you, Esau, and it's going to stand. It's going to stand in our court. All right. Look how many. Fast forward, right? Look how many so-called Negroes that you killed in Europe. All right, when you was coming back into power. Look how many so-called Negroes you found in the west coast of Africa, land of Ham, that you put to death. You fast forward to now. All right, look how many so-called Syrians you murdered, man. Iraqis. All right. Yemeni people over in Yemen. All right. People in Afghanistan. All right. All this blood on your hands, Esau. All right. Showing you is that traveling weapon, man. All right. You are that traveling weapon, man. That traveling sword. All right? Because everywhere you go, someone's being murdered. Everywhere you go. All right? There's no doubt in my mind that someone's going to be murdered once the so-called white man comes, man. And you get mad at us because we bring out this truth about you? All right? So be it. All right, this is continuing on. It says, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Right, and that's where you destroying these nations, spoiling these nations come into play, where people come over here. You got all the resources, you got all the wealth. The different other heathen nations, they want some of that wealth. They want some of those resources. All right, so they come to who to get it? You, Esau. All right. That's why you have so many. That's why you have a representation. All right. You have a representation of every nationality of all the 18 nations that the Lord created, right here in this land. So it says heaping unto himself all nations. That's why America was known as the melting pot, because you can find all nationalities. All right here in so-called America. All right, those are not. That's not a lie. That's a fact. Okay. That is a well-documented fact. All right, let me pull up this other precept. Hold it on deck as well. Another one I was holding. All right. This is verse 6. It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?" Well, no, the word woe means destroy to you or destruction to you. That increaseth that which is not his. None you've got, all right, nothing that you've gotten, all right, belongs to you. Everything the so-called white man got, again, was elites, have been stolen, man. They have absolutely been stolen, man. What have you worked for, Esau? The answer is nothing. You haven't worked for a damn thing. But you've stolen everything. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8 says, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another." Right. Unrighteous dealings, man. Ain't nothing righteous about you, you devils, man. I'm gonna say it just like that, man. Ain't nothing righteous about you. And you know it, Esau. That's why you get mad when we bring out these scriptures and we filter your wickedness through using the scriptures. And we give examples, man. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, enlightening us, all right? Giving us wisdom that's not of this world, all right? We bring out your wickedness and we put it on display for the world to see, man. Because the world turns a blind eye to your wickedness, man. But we don't, man. All right? Even 2/3 of our people, man, they turn a blind eye to your wickedness, man. All right, but we don't. And we tired of your shit, Esau. We can't wait till the heavenly. We can't wait. I'm saying, it's a figure of speech, but we're waiting patiently. All right, meaning we're suffering. All right, we're waiting for the Heavenly Father to destroy you and bring you down to the ground, man. All right. We're praying and we're hoping that your downfall happen, man. Really, really, really soon, man. Because you deserve that, Esau. You deserve that. All right? You deserve that, man. All right? No one forced you to do that. You did it because you wanted to do it. All right? You're the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan, man. All right? You're going to do what you're going to do just what you was made to do, man. All right, be a son of perdition, a son of destruction. All right. So when I look at you, devils, I look at you like the gum on the bottom of my shoe. Because you Edomites are number the piece of shit of people, man. Y'all a bunch of piece of shits, man. All right. Even the countries that can't fight back, Esau go in there with his military, man. Right? Which is You be like, damn, these people can't even fight back. Then Esau give a damn. Instead of him doing the dealing in diplomatic issues to work out differences, because he don't have no diplomacy. All right, he have his different diplomats, but hey, do they go over there and make peace with people, or do they make good deals for people? Hell no. They go over there and basically just threaten you to your face. Hey, give us this shit, or we're gonna murder you. Give us this shit, or we're gonna take you, or we're gonna take it from you. And that's pretty much that, man. That's pretty much how it goes, man. There's nothing else to say about it, man. All right, and then what happens? If you don't give it up, well, there goes your country, there goes your land. All right. Look at Libya, man. Look at Libya. They used that Hamite Obama, all right, to to send in the military, to get orders to the military to go in there and overthrow Muammar Gaddafi. Because why? Muammar Gaddafi was going to do something, with create a currency backed by gold. All right, he was creating a currency that was backed by gold, and it was going to basically undermine the U.S. dollar. Rightfully so. U.S. dollar not backed by anything, man. Okay, and what they do to him? They demonized the man and murdered the guy, and bragged about it, man. Bragged about it. That red bitch here, Hillary Clinton, she bragged about that. Red piece of shit. She bragged about it. They drank wine, made news clips. All right, bragging about going in there and actually murdering a country's leader, man, without any just cause at all, man. So the Heavenly Father, when he judge you, don't think twice while you're being judged, man. You're gonna know why you're being judged, Esau. We're telling you why you're gonna be judged. It's really not us. I should say it's the Heavenly Father telling you why you're gonna be judged, you know? All right. Back in Habakkuk 2:6, it says, let me finish up this precept. It says, should not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay. And you go into the word clay, it means debt. Look how much debt this place is in. All right? About $23-24 trillion of debt. Debt it cannot pay. Even your own elites, the central banking families, won't even accredit you for the debt you in. Because they're the ones that got the real riches, the elites of Esau, all right? The Amalekites, the fake-ass so-called Jewish people. They're not going to stop this place from falling. They don't care about this place, all right? They're going to watch it fall. You know why? They don't have any control over that. All right? The Most High Heavenly Father have control of this place falling. All right? In fact, let me get that too. A minute. Let me hold that on that too while I'm doing the other precept. Oh, they don't think while I grab this. that. This is let me get this one. This is the book of Psalms. There you go. The book of Psalms, chapter 39. And this is Psalm of David, King David. All right, it says, I'm just going to start it. Let me go right to the point. Psalms 39, verse 6. It says, surely every man walketh in a vain show. Surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches and knoweth not who shall gather them. You know, and that's Esau, man. That's Esau. All right. Esau have gathered all these riches, all right, all for them to be returned unto the rightful owners, which is us, the Israelites, okay? Remember the prophet Ezra said what? That the Most High made the world for our sakes, right? Not for the sake of you filthy heathen, but he made this world for our sakes, the nation of Israel, or the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. That's the reason why this world was made, man. It was made for us to enjoy. All right, but you know we can't enjoy it right now because we're not in the ruling seat right now. We won't be in the ruling seat until Yahweh Shem Shah put us in the ruling seat. All right, but that's exactly what's happening. You know, you got all these riches, you got all these resources, and you're enjoying the fatness that you got from it. Even all the gold, all the gold that these different treasuries had in the different countries, they're not there. Okay, all these different treasuries that once had gold, they're not there. Esau got all the goddamn gold, man. Okay, Esau has the gold. Matter of fact, I believe it was I was watching the news about I wonder it was a Cuba or Venezuela. It was one of the so-called Latin American countries. All right, I forget the country, Slovakia. But anyways, though, the point is though, the Bank of England had took their gold. They had about roughly $20 million in gold. All right. And they was, matter of fact, I think it was Venezuela, if I ain't mistaken. Don't quote me on it. It was a few days back, man. Probably 4 or 5 days back. I was watching that, man. It was it was involving Jake's being able to get food and shelter and things like that. And try to stimulate the economy and shit like that. All right, but anyways, though, Esau took the gold and wasn't giving it back to the government of that land. All right, which was a Jake. All right, and the Jake was trying to buy. Con. He was trying to buy even medical supplies and different things to try and combat the coronavirus. You know, as well, because we're still in the midst of this pandemic, man. So even in the midst of this pandemic, Esau will not let you. Jakes be able to, try to look after, your health in the right way. All right. He don't want you to, try to do something right as far as involving your health. Y'all remember, man, the wicked elites, which all Edomites are wicked, but the elites of Esau, all right, their plan is to eliminate 4.5 billion people. All right, according to the Georgia Guidestones. He said that 4.5 billion people are useless eaters. So they want to get rid of people. That's why this coronavirus thing, all right, it's been put in been put on a global scale, because you gotta remember they want to get rid of a lot of people, man. Or this devil want to get rid of a lot of people. And so he's going to do everything he can to try to push for this new world order. All right, because the 4.5 billion people being done away with is a part of their new world order. Okay, and they're actually pushing for it. And they actually pushing for it. They actually want to eliminate 4.5 billion people. Okay, so you know, when I look at when I put everything in perspective, when you be circumspect, you know, to what's going on around you, especially concerning prophecy, you can clearly see that Esau is trying to push for his new world order, or new order of ages, however you want to word it. All right, he's doing just that. So when I see people dying or so-called dying, whether they actually dying from the coronavirus or those doctors actually killing people, there's been a lot of whistleblowers. All right, you gotta remember they're trying to get rid of a lot of people. All right. Oh yeah. So I mentioned about as far as Esau being able to only do what the Heavenly Father allow him, right? This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord." And it says all caps, so it say Yahweh. So I should read it. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. All right, so Esau is the current king right now. This is his rulership. This is his kingdom. But Esau has been controlled by the Most High. Okay. Another one bring you into mind. Another precept. Let me get that. No matter what Esau wants to do, it's not up to Esau. It's all about the Most High, what he wants to allow Esau to do, according to his will, according to the Most High's will. You know. This is This is the book of Man, yeah, fucking right. What's going on, bro? Huh? What's going on, bro? You alright? Man, I ain't no Muslim, man. We Israelites, bro. Bitch, you a Muslim. Man, you so crazy. Stop killing you, man, I'm not no damn Muslim, man. I see you around, man. This dude, man, Jake Wild, man. Young guy actually grew up under me back in the day. Man, this dude, man. Jake Wild as fuck, man. Call me a Muslim, man. Anyways, though, hey Schlocky, you gotta expect to run into niggerdom all the time, man. You know, I mean, he using real speech. I'm sitting here actually teaching. He don't know I'm recording, you know, but I mean, Jake, man, Jake Wild as fuck, man. But he called me a fucking Muslim, man. Showing you how simple-minded Jake is, man. Daniel 4:17, it says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men." All right, so the Most High is Yahweh. All right, he ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, so you gotta understand that. All right, he give the kingdom who he want to give it to. All right, and it just so happened that we got next. All right, Jacob, we got Israel, we got next. All right, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right, so you got to remember that. All right, you can't forget that. People look at the so-called white man like, oh, he's ruling, he's doing this, doing that. Hey, man, this is the last part of his kingdom, man. It's going out really soon. All right, really rapidly. If you look at it, you look at what's going on in Esau's kingdom. I mean, it's almost gone, man. Look how Jake look, man. Jake don't know what's going on. Even that Jake rolled by that knew me, that knew my nickname, my worldly nickname, I guess. But Shit. I mean, he don't know what's going on. All right? He don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? And they know, and this guy, and he actually knows. Jake is stunning what we do, man. Jake don't understand what we do. What we do is we actually watching out for your own souls, man. We actually watchmen into our nation, the nation of Israel, man. All right? But Jake out here fucking around, man. All right, Jake out here fucking around and don't really care what's going on. He gonna probably more than likely, man. 10 times out of 10 gonna be put to death. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that because he's just a wild little nigga too, man. You know, all they know is hanging on the block, toting pistols, because you know they don't have pistols to protect or weaponry to protect their home, but these young Jakes out here going wild, man. They shooting each other, doing all kind of shit. Here it is, we're in the midst of fucking war, man. Spiritual war and actual war. And there's rumors of wars going on because all these other wars are just getting stirred up, man. All right, all these plagues is happening. We got different plagues happening. All right, plagues happening. All right, that Yahweh Shah spoke of and different prophets of old spoke of. They're actually happening right now. All right, because it's almost that time for Yahweh Shah to return. When the Most High gives that green light to him, give him that go ahead. All right, and you got where Jake still don't understand what's going on. They don't understand what the real meaning behind this coronavirus, this pandemic. All right, but anyways, though, the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. All right, and then they instead of give it to the basis of men. The basis of men are the Edomites, man. All right, according to the book of Job. Job called them what? Children of fools. All right, children of fool, base men. All right. See, can I get that real quick? They call them base men. I could bring that up too. Well, matter of fact, I am. I was just a moment ago speaking about the riches that Esau got. Matter of fact, this is Job 20, verse 15. It says, "He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly." Right. So hey, Esau, you're gonna cough up everything you've got, man. Meaning what? You're gonna give up all the goods that you've stolen, right? So give them all back, man. I linked up with I think so with Isaiah. It says his children shall restore their goods as well, too, though. So, all right, this is Job chapter 30. When, boy? Job chapter 30. Job chapter 30. I'm starting. I go right to the point. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna read that because I like that. Job 30 started at the top. But now they are younger than I, have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Hey, I feel just the same way as Job, man. I want to sit you devils right beside the dogs of my flocks, man. Maybe trying to hump on my dogs or do some kind of wicked shit to my dogs. Maybe eat my dogs. Man, I mean, bestiality is real. All right, land with beasts. Esau gets into all that shit, man. It's verse 2. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste. Hey, don't forget that, we pushed you up in the, as far as our people, all right, the nation of Israel, the ones that was over there pushed you up into the mountains, man. Hey, you devils are filthy, man. All right, you devils are straight filthy, man. Want to live, and you were so wicked as hell. All right, I believe it was during the time of even King David when you was pushed up in the mountains. He had some of you were slaves though. Remember Bog the Edomite? You was in slavery during that time, during King David. All right. All right, we had you in slavery during that time. All right. You have where actual Edomites was our servants, meaning slaves. All right, and you're going to be our slaves again in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be our number one slaves. All right, the Edomite slave going to be the highest thing on the slave market. There will be slavery in the kingdom of heaven. All right, to all you that don't know or don't think it will be so, there will be slavery in the kingdom of heaven. All right. This is verse 4. It says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. And that's how he survived living out there in the wilderness, in the mountains, and around the mountains. It says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cry after them as after a thief. Yeah, man. That's how much the nations outside of you, Edomites, including us, the nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying? That's how much we hate you, man. All right, because all you do is come and try to steal everything that we have. Well, you stole everything we have, but also the other nations think that about you as well. All right. When the so-called Arab, which is the Ishmaelites, call you the great Satan, they're not saying it just to say it. They actually saying it because they know that you're gonna come in here and do some destructive things to their people in their land. So when they see you, they know that what? Danger is approaching. All right? That's a well-known fact, the so-called white man. He's not respected nowhere, man. Even them damn Moabites don't respect you, man. They may act their way in your face, They really hate you, man. All right? Yeah, devils. Verse 6. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys